What is going to help you get out of debt faster? A debt avalanche spreadsheet or a debt snowball spreadsheet? In this video, I'm going to put a real family's debt to the test to see if a debt snowball or debt avalanche helps them get debt free faster. So here is the spreadsheet right here in front of us. At the top, this is the debt avalanche method. Here, this is going to be the debt snowball method. So we're going to start with the debt avalanche. So this family has a total of $145,464 of debt. And it is split up into 4 different debts. We've got debt 1, which is $53,434. This is the highest interest rate debt. So in the debt avalanche, which is what this one is, we're going to target that one first, and we're going to order all of these debts in order from highest interest rate down to lowest interest rate. You'll notice here that debt 4 is a 0% interest rate, which means that that debt is in deferment right now. And for the purposes of this experiment, I'm just going to leave it at that because I don't know when this family is going to need to start paying interest on this particular debt. So to keep things consistent across the board for both the debt avalanche and debt snowball, we're going to keep that at 0. And so the way I have this set up then, for each loan or each debt, I've got the payment to the left of it, and I've got formulas set up here to automatically calculate this stuff for us. And so in this first cell, we are taking our total amount owed, subtracting our minimum payment, and then adding in an approximate interest rate. And I just did this by taking the total amount of the loan, multiplying it by the interest rate, and dividing by 12 to get the approximate monthly interest that this family would pay on that loan. Is it 100% accurate? No, but when we're making a debt snowball spreadsheet or debt avalanche, we really just want really good estimates. And I've done this for all 4 of these debts. So as we are scrolling down, the idea of either the debt avalanche and the debt snowball is once we pay off one debt, we apply the minimum payment that we were paying on that to the next debt that we are targeting. In this case, it's going to be debt number 2. So I'm going to scroll down, and I've already got this set up. I actually notice that the first debt we pay off is debt 3. It's the smallest amount, and so it's really not a surprise that we pay that off first. We're going to take this $300 payment, we're going to jump it over to this $930 payment to help us target that high interest debt a little more aggressively. So I'm actually going to change this from $930 to $1,230, and once I hit enter, you're going to see that it's automatically going to change my numbers. And then I'm going to take that and I'm going to drag that down until this debt is paid off. And it will be much faster than the original debt. Ooh, I should have started with this actually. If this family were to pay the minimum payment on all of these debts, their debt payoff date would be May of 2040. So 17 years from the time of making this video. We're going to get them out of debt faster. What we can do now that we've applied that $1,230 to this loan, we actually see that this one gets paid off I'm going to put a green there to help us visualize this. That one's going to get paid off in July of 2029 instead of November of 2030. So we're knocking over a year off of debt number 1. So our highest interest debt is paid off in July of 2029. And so now we can take that $1,230 payment and apply it to our loan or debt with the next highest interest rate, which is number 2 here. So we're going to take $1,230 plus $500, and now this new payment is going to be $1,730. Now that is over triple the amount that we were originally paying off. That means this loan is going to get accelerated pretty quickly, which is the whole purpose of using either one of these methods, the debt snowball or the debt avalanche. I'm just going to drag this down a little bit, and we can see that we're already paying this off early here in May of 2031, which is a really long time. We're cutting 8 years off of the repayment on that loan or on that debt, which is amazing. And now we're going to apply that same principle. We're going to take this $730, we're going to add it to this $148, and I think that's just $1,878. And we're going to now do the same thing and drag this total amount down until this loan is paid off. We're now looking at this family being completely debt-free using the debt avalanche method in February of 2032. And that is going to cut off 8 years off of over 8 years off of their debt repayment compared to just paying the minimum balance. We're going to see if the debt snowball can stack up to that, beat that, or if it's a little bit slower. Okay, here we are, debt snowball, set up and structured. All the formulas are the same. I just put the loans and the debts in different orders. So now we are going to target with the debt snowball the smallest balance first. All right, so here we go. We've got a minimum payment of $300 on debt number 1 with a 5.49% interest rate because we are not paying any attention to our interest rates in this scenario. And we're going to just pay the minimum on that until it's paid off, which is in January of 2027. And now we're going to just take this $300 and apply it to our next loan over. So this is now going to be $448. And again, the formulas are set up so that you can just enter in the number in your payment column and drag this down until it's gone. And actually, I'm seeing here that we've actually paid off this debt before we paid off this second one. So we're going to take this $930. We're going to jump it over to this debt number 2 to this $448. The month after that is paid off is going to be $1378. And you can see that this loan is getting eaten up pretty quick. This one is disappeared here. And now we're going to apply all of that to this loan. So now we're going to be back up at that $1878. And this is not going to take us long to pay off at all. We're actually have it paid off in July of 2032. And that should be all of our loans because this one's negative and these two on the outside are already paid off. And so we'll just put a finalized date on that. Using the debt snowball method, using the exact same strategies and minimum payments and rolling one minimum payment into the next once we pay off a debt. The debt snowball is going to have this family debt-free in July of 2032. So what's the best way to get out of debt? The debt avalanche or the debt snowball? It really depends on a lot of factors. Like I mentioned, the interest rates, your total amount owed, your minimum payments. But for this family, the debt avalanche is going to get them out of debt faster than the debt snowball. If you're looking to set up a debt avalanche or a debt snowball spreadsheet like the ones you saw in this video, I've actually got 2 tutorial videos that walk you through step by step, the exact same process that I did to use the formulas and the formatting. Maybe you can use them to run the same experiment for yourself and your family to see when you can get out of debt and which method is going to help you get out of debt faster.